What up, y'all? So, A24 gifted me a free ticket to go see Maxxine, and these are my thoughts. Now, as someone that recently just watched Pearl, and I've only seen X like twice, I want to say, I was really excited to see Maxxine, right? I'm becoming a big fan of Ty West, big fan of Mia Goth. I was really excited to see this film, especially with all the players that's in it. Halsey's in it, Michelle Monaghan, Bobby I believe it's kind of Vale or kind of Bali, however you pronounce his name, no disrespect. And not to mention that Kevin Bacon and Giancarlo Esposito is also in this. Amazing. But let's get into it. So Maxine takes place. My mom is warming up some tea or something like that. That's the microwave. So Maxine takes place in the 80s, and I believe like the late 80s, like maybe like 1989, I want to say. I really want to say like 1989 or something like that. Now let's start with the fashion. The fashion in this film is amazing. The clothes are so great. That's one of my favorite thing about work, like films and period pieces like that. No matter the era, the clothes that they put together are spot on. As a person that was born in the 80s, but I was raised in the 90s, but still being born in the 80s, I love everything 80s. Love 80s films, love 80s fashion, like love its pieces. Mia Goth is so beautiful. It's kind of like annoying how pretty she is. Um, and you would think shaving the eyebrows. Nope, it actually gives her a beautiful look that I don't think anybody else can really pull off. I'm not gonna say anybody else, some people could, but like she pulls it off beautifully. So this story tells the continuation of Maxine from X. So this isn't like a prequel, like she's getting to X. This is essentially right after X. And this will be a spoiler-free review. If you want me to do a spoiler-filled one, I can do that as well, but let me know. So this pretty much takes place after X and shows how she's trying to move on from the porn industry into doing more legitimate things because as we all know, she wants to be a star, you know. And I will say this film isn't as overly creative and different like X and Pearl was, but it still fits within this trilogy. It still has some dynamic moments. The writing is really good on this, like the dialogue. Kevin Bacon is hilarious in this film to me, and I don't even think he was supposed to be, or maybe he was. Either way, I enjoyed him very much so. Giancarlo Esposito is amazing as well. He plays Maxine's he plays her agent, and he's kind of slimy, but he's not slimy to her. He's like a person that actually protects her in this film, and I love him. He showed up for like a total of like maybe like 15 minutes on screen, but every time we saw him he was great. Kevin Bacon had a bigger role, but every time you saw him he was great as well. Like I said, Mia Goth was amazing. I want to give a good shout out though to Halsey. Baby Halsey she had this accent. I believe they're supposed to be in Los Angeles because it is Hawaii. It is Hollywood they're in. But Halsey had this accent, like this like New Yorkian like accent. I don't know, whatever the accent was, baby was pulling it off. And it is, and if that's how she automatically speaks or she worked on that accent, I was super duper proud of her. She was amazing in this. Bobby Cannavale was amazing too. He had like a roller coaster of emotions because you will find out in the film that he had wanted to be an actor as well. So he as a cop, because he plays a cop, as a cop, he's overly doing it sometimes, and then sometimes he's like subdued and it's not the right time, like, you know, playing good cop bad cop. Michelle Monaghan was just very like, she was here but the acting was still good. Like they didn't give her much to like kind of work with. She was supposed to be like the softer side of like the cops, and like she played her part well. Lily Collins was also in this. She had like a small role in as well, and she was great too. Um, she played like a fellow actress as well, and not like the porn star actress, but like an actual actress. In one of the films called The Puritan. So overall, I would say the Maxine is a great fit within the Ty West universe. I'm gonna call it, because you can't really call it Pearl or Maxine universe, but you can call it like, you know, I'm gonna call it the Ty West Mia Goth universe, and it fits very well. It's gory. It has like that same like blood factor as the other ones do. I would just say it's not as like, it doesn't have like that beautiful high saturation and like old timey feel that Pearl has, but then it doesn't have like that grungy. Well, it's kind of grungy because it's the 80s, but it doesn't have like that like modern feel like modern, but still kind of like old school feel that X has, but it still fits within this world. It takes its time, it hits its beats. It's literally a story. It's like storytelling. Like you have to watch it to really get into like when things start to actually hit the fan. Mia Goth, as always, was amazing. She does this one scene in the beginning where she has to do like a monologue for the audition. The girl can act. Okay, the girl's amazing. I'm going to be soaking up all the things that Mia Goth does because she's amazing at what she does. I can't wait to see her outside of these films just to see what other range she may have. Oh, and I wanted to like have some content, like not just content, but I want to have like some video of me going to the theater. So I'm gonna insert it right here. So shout out to Regal, United Artists, for just being a nice, solid little theater that I went to go see Maxine in. Again, shout out to A24 for the ticket. I do appreciate that. I love the free tickets to go check out your films because I'm a big A24 girl. Can't wait to be in your films one day. Again, overall, take a shot every time I say overall. Overall, that was for y'all. Maxine is a must go see. If you have seen X, if you have seen Pearl, you gotta go see Maxine and check it out. It's still a beautifully made film. It's still beautifully acted. Everybody did their part. When you see what's happening in it, it's a nice little switch up. It's a nice little change. It's just it's a world that I enjoyed being a part of, and I can't wait to get like the box set. So can't wait for that to come out. A24. Let me know when that happens. Go see Maxine. It's in theaters now. Peace out.